Walking
So
on the roadways.
any type of pedestrian.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah. See, in America, I have the statistics because I did the research. Most people don't know, but one of the leading cause of death of young people in America is highway accidents, and it's not them driving.
So it's not vehicular.
It's not even vehicular.
Right, okay.
They're walking on the roadway and then get hit.
Or riding a bike or something.
Riding a bike or walking. So one, I developed a whole system some years ago in Kenya. Well, here and then tried to introduce it in Kenya of creating this whole system of reflectors, or all again around vision. Reflectors so that people walking down the highway or on the roadway can be seen by oncoming vehicles.
Right, okay.
So, because at the time in Kenya, there was no requirements for like big trucks, oil trucks, vans to have side reflectors. So if a truck turned sideways on the highway, you saw nothing until you hit it or went under it, and you can't go under it. So. Backup lights and backup reflectors and all that kind of stuff, buses, none of it, emergency lighting, nothing. So you were at God,
Now there are more. They import a lot of cars. It's just not American. So
Certainly.
A lot of things that you're talking about, some people, unless they travel, they really don't grasp.
Right.
The significance of that, because a lot of those places, they don't have quote unquote safety standards for the
Right, the same safety standards.
Yeah.
Well, see, the vehicles may have it, but the commercial vehicles don't. Okay, which means if you're going down the highway and there's and buses are doing their things or vans are doing their things, your likelihood of walking on the highway and getting hit is very high. The other thing is, the accidents they have are just incredible because most of the roads are 2-lane highways, which means when you pass in the other person's in the oncoming lane.
You're right.
Well, one of the systems that we developed now deals with avoiding head-on collisions, and that system is a part of what we call Jet Pass, which is the new system you've asked me about. A new company that I founded and a new product line that deals with providing basically clear and unobstructed vision to drivers on the highway or in the cities when they're backing out of parking spaces, pulling out of parking spaces or driveways, or crossing intersections.
Okay, so tell us about that. What is that?
Jet Pass basically, I can show you probably better. This looks like a mirror, but actually it's a monitor, and it has split screens, left and right. So what I've done is put cameras in the rear bumper, on the side of the rear bumper and the side of the front bumper. So if you're backing out of a parking space, and you look at your normal mirror, all you can see is what's behind you. And if you have any of the other systems, all you see is what's peripherally behind you. You don't see what's oncoming that's going to hit your car. So what happens when you back out with my system, those cameras show you a left and right view of what's oncoming in the traffic lane, to let you know whether it's safe to back out or not.
All right. Does this replace your rear view mirror in the car?
No, that's interesting. There are some systems that do that, but no, the way I'm utilizing it, this works independently. So you have your rear view mirror, which gives you your rear view, and then you have this gives you your peripheral view. Now, the same thing if you're pulling out of a parking space. Okay, you pull out of a parking space, again, until you're a quarter way out, you really can't see what's coming. By that time, you could be hit 4 times. So what happens when as soon as you begin to pull out, the cameras show you, there's 2 cameras on either side, they show you exactly what's going to happen, what's in the periphery, meaning what vehicles, or if there are any, that are coming on the roadway or driveway, coming towards your vehicle, or is it safe?
Now, are these cameras embedded internally in the vehicle, or are they
The bumper.
on the bumper?
Yeah, they're in the bumper or on the bumper. They can be surface mounted or they can be embedded in, either. And then same thing, well, in Kenya or in those environments where there's a lot of issues around head-on vehicles, we actually have cameras in the mirror, okay, in the front of the mirror. Now I say the mirror, I'm talking the side view mirror. So this way you can see down the road, because one of the principal problems when you're trying to pass someone, particularly on a two-lane highway where you get ready to pull into the other driver's lane, is you got, before you even pull into this, before you can even see around.
Peak.
Boy, the peak is, boy, look at here. You can't peak. When you start trying to peak and cars are coming past you 70, 80 miles an hour on the opposite direction, you get back real quick. And that's if you can get back. But the bottom line is, even after you peak, you still can't see what's happening necessarily on both sides of the vehicle in front of you. The cameras allow you to see on both sides of the vehicle in front of you and up the highway. So then you can make an intelligent decision around, how much space I have between,
and how much time,
and then you can then make a decision about passing without jetting out 4 to 5 times and putting yourself in direct position of harm.
Now, this is a complete package, so you get the cameras.
Yes.
So it's 4 cameras,
Right.
and that now they're connected. Is the wiring? Is it wireless or is it wiring within
That's
the?
interesting. Now, the existing, our first clients will be companies that have fleets, that have fleets of cars or trucks, like Comcast, et cetera, or new car dealers. Because new car dealers, they can put this system in a car. In other words, if you order a car, they can put the system in because they can do it when it's, they can wire it for you.
Right.
Also, companies that lease cars or companies that have fleets of cars, they have their own mechanics. And so the system does require some minimal wiring. So this way, that wiring can be done by those mechanics. So initially, our offering is for fleets of cars and for companies that have, new cars or dealers, who can install them. Now
For the companies that lease, the businesses that lease,
yes,
is there a minimum? Say you're like where you were when you were an electrician, but say you had a fleet of just 3 to 5 cars. Would that be something, a target market for you? Or you talking about? Oh, okay.
Right, of course. Yeah, no, we're talking if you got 50 vehicles, 100, 500, 5,000. Yeah, because see, our marketing information. Well, what we found is in our research that almost 90% of accidents here in the U.S. occur either in parking lots or in intersections. Now, and so if we can substantially decrease the opportunity and therefore by increasing the visibility for drivers to not to have those accidents and decrease it by 10%, 20%, is a huge savings for people, for insurance, for all the way down the line. So we call this is basically a disruptive
technology.
A disruptive technology, because also it's going to affect, it's going to highly impact
auto repair.
Well, auto repair, and guess who else? Lawyers.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Lawyers. And lawyers who chase, those
ambulance chasers,
lawyers. Even those guys, pick up the wrecks, those guys, the wreck chasers. This is going to seriously disruptive. Even those medical specialists who are involved in whose work is liability. Doctors who deal with liability claims. chiropractors who are always, lined up to give testimony. So this is going to be a disruptive technology in terms of, one, it's going to save a lot of lives, and that's my priority.
Right. And so how can people, where are you now? Obviously I'm here, and you just got a shipment of the product. So obviously you've done your market research, you've tested it, you have people who are manufacturing it and it's rolling out.
Right.
So where are you on the process in terms of sales, marketing, and awareness?
So we're setting up now our website, all peripherals, for the business, the accounting, stuff. I'm now interviewing people for both sales positions and general manager. And basically, we'll be launching in like 2.5 to 3 months.
Now, will this be international or just?
No, we're launching in Kenya, and we'll be launching here in the U.S. And we're going to manage the growth of it, because ultimately there'll be a great demand. This system, the JetPass system, will be as common as windshield wipers. Because
that's your ultimate projection.
Oh yeah, because what happens? It's like what do they call that? It's like being nose blind. When you're used to something, and you're used to and you get used to it. Could be a bad smell, or it could be a bad taste, or a bad odor. But if you get used to it, you become nose blind to it. We become nose blind to some of the most horrific accident issues, and that is crossing into intersections, crossing across intersections when your view is obstructed, and pulling and backing out of driveways and parking lots.